Hi everybody, I'm Allie and welcome to my blog. I thought I would share how I'm going to make my newest card using the awesome Stamp of Approval kit, our holiday kit. So let's get started. I've gathered the things that I am going to use and let me introduce them to you. Part of our kit is the Neat and Tangled stamp set called Bright Baubles. It's so adorable, and there's a variety of greetings and little baubles to put on your tree. We're going to use some Versamark, some fine white embossing powder. I have my embossing buddy with me, and I'm also going to use some distress ink, some Stormy Sky, some Faded Jeans, and some Salty Ocean, and we may pull in a few other colors. Let's get started. First of all, I have a scrap piece of just copy paper. I'm just going to lightly brush it along with my Nina Solar white cardstock with my embossing buddy there. That just takes away the static, so when we're using embossing powder, that you don't have little flakes of white all scattered everywhere. So I have my Versamark ink pad. And I've actually taken the stamp, and if you look at the original, it's quite upright, but that's a wonderful thing about acrylic stamps, is that you can actually bend them. So I thought I'd make a little Charlie Brown tree for our card front today. So before we get stamping, I thought I'd show you how I created my background masks. Basically just cut a piece of copy paper in a nice curvy line, and I kept both sides, both the top and the bottom, because you're going to use it both. I've taken my tape runner, my Scotch ATG, and just run it down the edge, and I've stuck it to my pants a few times to make it not as sticky. It helps you to be able to release that from your paper. So I'm going to apply this to my card first. I want the hill part first, and we're going to put our tree kind of in the hollow. So I'm going to apply that to our card back. Apply my Versamark to our little Charlie Brown tree. And we're going to position him at the bottom of that hill, pressing firmly. Okay. And this is where having this sheet of paper is nice. I'm just going to apply my embossing powder to my little tree. Hopefully you can see that. And we're going to add some heat. And before I do that, as I have learned many times, put the powder away before you start heating. Now, because this is white on white, this is going to be really hard to see until we actually start our inking process here. Alright, so we've embossed our little tree, and we've embossed a few of our ornaments on top. And now we're going to use our lovely distress inks, and we're going to reveal that tree. So I think I'm going to work from darkest at this point on our hill to lightest. So we just continually add color. We're starting with Salty Ocean, and we're going to start working from the mask towards the image, working in a circular motion to apply ink without trying to leave as many ink tool marks as possible. Distress inks are water-based, so you can move them around with water. Makes them nice for cleanup. And certainly makes it nice making beautiful backgrounds because they come in so many cool colors. So once again, I'm trying my best not to add any marks to the background, but I'm going to blend them out as best I can. Still working in Salty Ocean. And you can now see our Lovely little tree. Alright, let's go to a deeper color. Let's go to our faded jeans. You can always come back and add more of the salty ocean if we have to. We're going to deepen the color towards the edge of that hill. Let's pull in some stormy sky. Now you will find that you get a little touch of ink on top of your tree, but that you can just buff that off with a piece of paper towel. I think I will actually go back to my salty ocean. Let's actually remove our mask. We now have a lovely, lovely little snow-capped hill. Now, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to make another kind of hill in the foreground. So it looks like our tree's peeking out from the background, but I think we'll do maybe another one coming in this way. So we'll use the hump, and we're going to go back to our salty ocean, but we're going to be really careful because we're only going to put just a light application of ink just to indicate that hill. Ever so slightly. And blend, blend. Okay, watch. Reveal again. Bum, ba, da, da. And let's do something like that. And I'm just going to bring in my other hill mask, just so I don't get anything on that little white hill. Go. We have a little hillside for our tree. Alright, I'm going to finish up my card, and so I'll share that at the very end. Thanks for joining me, and I hope you'll give this technique a try. So I got my sentiment on, it's underneath. I flipped my image along. This is a last minute thought here. I'm going to add some stars to the sky, and I'm going to do that by using some acrylic paint. So I am going to add some shimmer spritz, but we'll put that aside for the second. I've got a little bit of acrylic paint, and it's fairly runny. I am going to spritz just a tiny bit of water in it, just to make it move around a little bit more easily. I'm going to bring in my trusty dusty dollar store toothbrush. Yes. Dip my bristles in. And the secret to this, and I love a toothbrush versus a regular paintbrush, because this gives you a finer spatter. Just going to run your fingernail through the brushes. And it adds a really fine spray versus big splatters, which I don't tend to like. But it will still give you a random large dot, small dot for stars, because stars don't appear to be the same size. So it'll still give you random sized dots. Just gives you a little bit more spatter control. Add a little bit of shimmer here. Add a touch of shimmer. I'm going to spray it off to the side to make sure these are, wow. Okay, this is really glittery, so I'm going way back out of camera here. And that'll just add a little bit of shimmer to the sky as well. And once again, it's one of my favorite products. And there we go. And I'll show you my card at the end.